School is the worst thing that humans ever created. You have to spend 9 hours in this place like you're working a 9 to 5 or some shit, filled with the most deplorable people you've seen in your life. You have to wake up at 7 in the fucking morning and you have to do the hardest test you've ever seen in your life. So after going through 4 years of torture, you finally graduate and you feel even more free than when Erin started the rumbling. So today we will be talking about the different types of people after graduation. So if you all like this video, please make sure that you like, comment, and hit that subscribe button down below. The first thing that we have to talk about is the people who peaked in high school. Yo, peaking in high school has to be the worst thing that could happen to a person. These niggas really were the shit back then. You know how the unks always say that basketball was better in the 90s? Well, the people who peaked in high school were like the Michael Jordan back then. Yo, every girl had a crush on him. He was most likely the best in whichever sport he played. Most of these guys never took high school seriously, only getting around 50s to 60s in their classes. Most of these people told themselves they would go pro and make millions of dollars. But then, reality slapped these niggas in the face harder than when Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. Yo, all the clout that they had in high school really never meant shit. They graduate and try going pro, but realize that they really ain't that good enough to make it pro. So these niggas start rapping. Yo, everyone moved on with their lives, but these people are doing the same thing they did in high school. Smoking more weed than Snoop Dogg, playing more basketball than LeBron James, and worst of all, sports betting. I'll be honest, never be that person who peaked in high school, because these niggas will never let that shit go, no matter how old they are. The next thing that we have to talk about is the people who immediately get a 9 to 5 after high school finish. So if you watch this video, then you know how fucking atrocious a 9 to 5 really is. You have to wake up earlier than a fucking owl, your boss screams louder than when Benson screams at Mordecai and Rigby, and most importantly, you're getting paid minimum wage. So when I see people decide to go into a 9 to 5 after leaving school, this nigga is trash. But to be honest, I respect trying to get that money early on. That's all that really matters. But working a 9 to 5 isn't the method. As soon as you get paid, all that money that you got goes down the drain faster than Ice Spice's career. You start to see that it's not a viable way to make money, and that most of the people you work with are twice your age and are barely surviving from paycheck to paycheck like Ruby Rose with all these rappers. So then time passes by and you're still stuck at this dead-end job like Squidward working in the Krusty Krab, and you start regretting staying in this job. Then you come to yourself and wonder what could have been if you did things differently. So you just finished high school and you're getting ready to go on to your next stage of education, that being college or university. Yo, most of these kids knew they wanted to go to college. The idea of going to college is fun. You get to stay up late as the average nigga that plays Marvel Rivals. You get to choose what classes you're gonna major in instead of school giving you the most useless fucking courses you're gonna see in your life. But most importantly, if you never like your reputation in high school, you can change it like Kanye West after Kim Kardashian divorced him. But please don't be the nonchalant nigga that doesn't talk. Yo, I wonder why people always do this shit. Bro, that shit does not make you look tough. Yo, stop trying to aura farm and just say hi to someone. My god, bro. And niggas wonder why they don't have any friends. Yo, college sounds fun, but then when it actually starts, you're constantly thinking about student loans. All the courses that you chose make your brain shut down like SpongeBob, and you can't make any real friends. Then suddenly you have to get a job. Well, unless your parents treat you like Richie Rich. So now you're balancing a part-time job with studies. Yo, college can really be fun, but that's only if you know what you want to do with your life, which 80% of the people don't know what they want. The only reason they went to college was because their parents, guidance counselors, and friends told them that they needed to go. College really isn't a necessity. Don't get me wrong, you can be successful from it, but it's really how you use it. Yo, there's always that one person who decides to take a year off from school, and it's not because they're not able to go to college, but it's because they tell themselves they want to find themselves, like when Guts left the band of the Hawk. A gap year can really be helpful, especially if you just finished high school. You can take a break, relax, and even start doing new things that you couldn't do because of the restrictions of school. You have the people who travel all across the world like they're trying to find the One Piece or some shit, the people who start a clothing brand, and the people who try to become a rapper. But the majority of these people can't keep these promises to themselves. themselves. After about a week, these niggas just give up. Scroll TikTok for 5 hours a day, watch a 2-hour Kai Cenat stream, and post some inspirational quote on their story. Then in the blink of an eye, 5 years pass and these people are even more stagnated than the time they graduated high school. And when you ask these niggas what they've been doing, they give you more excuses like Kanye West before dropping an album. My best advice is if you're planning on taking a gap year, is to remember that you don't have a lot of time. So take advantage of time. The next thing that we have to talk about is the people who decide to join the army. Yo, joining the army straight after high school is the thing that I see most people do. They're making a lot of money at the risk of being in a fucking Call of Duty lobby. The craziest thing about this is that most of the time, it be the niggas you least expect to join it. One day, you're playing duos in Fortnite until midnight, and now they're actually experiencing it. The military is torture. You have to get up early just to eat food that look like it came straight out of the chum bucket. Do the most rigorous exercises known to mankind, like crawling in the mud, monkey bars, and doing 100 push-ups like you're One Punch Man or some shit. When you're in the military, you're always gonna meet some try-hard nigga. Like, bro, we get it. You've got more muscle than fucking astronauts. But what's the point of all of that when you're just gonna be sitting in an office for 9 hours a day? Well, unless you get drafted to Israel or some shit. And, well, if you get drafted, then you're cooked. Yo, if you don't wanna fight, then you better start acting like, Yo, we all know that one person that just disappears. Yo, this could be the person that you used to hang out with 24 hours a day since 9th grade. But just like that, you never heard a single peep out of them again. They don't post anything on their social media and they just never leave the house. So you're thinking to yourself that maybe they're just focusing on themselves and trying to run out that money. But then you eventually see them and you ask them what they've been doing since they left high school. And this shit can really vary depending on the person. Some of these people become rich by investing in the stock market or crypto, while the others did nothing with their lives and continued living with their parents. Some of these niggas also changed their whole personality and became completely Hollywood for no reason. Lastly, we have to talk about the people who are completely lazy. So these niggas just sit down at home not doing anything like Richard Watterson or some shit. They never applied for a single job, never attempted to start a business or even try to get in shape. They just wake up, play Marvel Rivals and goon for 24 hours a day. Most of these people started off by giving themselves a gap year, but gave up when they realized that they have free will. They will give you the most bullshit excuse like they're just waiting until the right inspiration to start their clothing brand. My nigga, just put the fries in the bag, bro. Well guys, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Tell me what type of person you are when you left high school, and if you're still in high school, tell me what type of person you're gonna be. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a bit. Peace.